Montes, how you doing? Yes. Donna at the O2, wow. Poetry is on a whole other level now. Can I tell you guys a story?
Yes.
Maybe. I've decided to stop drinking. Ooh. No, you know, like, I decided to stop drinking, and on the day that I decided to stop drinking, I got invited to a house party. You ever been the sober guy at a house party? Okay. Okay, here's a poem about being the sober guy at the house party. On being the sober guy at the house party. I find it awkward telling people at house parties I don't drink. People never respond well. They tilt their heads down, the guilt in their can. Oh! Then they wait for the least awkward moment to walk away. No one wants to know the person who will remember them the next day. They will tell you about the shame of your night. You won't know whether to apologize or wish you had died. I've seen people strip deep into the naked night. I know their names. I saw them crawl on the floor and bark. Oof! Oof! I'm a dog! No one is supposed to be there at these times. Everyone should be drunk, high, or tranquilized. I remember one boy crying in the quiet corner of one particular party. I'm ugly. I'm ugly. I'm ugly. He looked like a picture but didn't want to be taken. I soberly walked over to him and gave him a hug. No one wants to be hugged by the sober guy at the party. But there he was, crying into my arms, asking why God gave him such big ears. I cradled him and waited for the least awkward moment to walk away. Thank you. So as Paradox says, yeah, I did a little tour in Chicago, which was really great, really interesting. And I came back with a lot of thoughts about voice. What is voice? Like artists always talk about, oh, you've got to find your voice. What is this thing? And I found it, I started thinking about voice. And voice is something that changes depending on who you're with and where you are. And this is a poem about that. It's called Head in My Voice. Chapter 1 of How to Be a Poet says, all poets must find their voice. I went to America, figuring if I put my voice where it stands out, I'd have more chance of finding it. I walked into diners with the prettiest waitresses, sure to order a full English breakfast and asked, does that come with tea? Then heard voices like mine in the movies. I like your accent, they'd say, to which I'd reply, hi, I'm Ray, as in Ray Winston. You haven't heard of Ray Winston? Ray Davies? No, okay, Ray, as in Ray Charles. Like my voice was a new lover I introduced to everyone. Grinning, they'd ask, can you say bollocks, that's bloody brilliant? I'd say, bollocks, that's bloody brilliant! And then the waitresses would tell me their names. And if they didn't say something like, I'm Amy, as in, do you want to sleep with me? My voice wouldn't care, because it was becoming proud. It used to keep to itself, but now it wants to get out more. It wants me to repeat everything it says. I had no dreams for years. Suddenly, I was in one every night doing voiceovers in all of them. The Americans would hear me speak and ask if my voice could provide the director's commentary to their lives. I even dreamt I met Barack Obama, and he accepted the Nobel Peace Prize in my voice. But within 4 days, I stopped pronouncing the T in water. Can I have some water, please? I was losing the language of my voice. It was time to leave America. Back in the UK, I started pronouncing the T in water, but lost the T in later. I'll see you later! I'm not sleeping with many women anymore. British women get very jealous when I talk about myself. They ask if the sound of my voice replaced all my ex-lovers. My voice started to make my face feel inadequate. I started to wish I only existed as a radio personality. I've stopped talking in my dreams. I go home alone most of the time so I can write really long poems, just to prove I got a lot to say. Can I tell you guys a different story?